Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet just turned one of Hollywood's most talked about nights into an even bigger celebrity moment in Rome. After making their long-awaited red carpet debut as a couple, the two were spotted leaving Zuma Restaurant in Rome following a celebratory dinner, and the details of that night quickly became a major talking point for fans around the world. But what made this dinner so interesting was not simply the fact that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet were together. It was the timing, the setting, and what had happened just hours earlier. This was not an ordinary dinner date. It came immediately after one of the biggest public milestones in their relationship. Before we get into what happened outside Zuma, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and let us know in the comments, do Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet make one of Hollywood's most unexpected celebrity couples? Because the story behind this Rome dinner is much bigger than a few photographs outside a restaurant. The night began at the 70th David D. Donatello Awards in Rome, one of Italy's most prestigious film ceremonies. And for Kylie and Timothée, the evening represented a major change in how publicly they were willing to present their relationship. For more than 2 years, fans had followed their romance through scattered appearances, paparazzi photographs, award season moments, and plenty of speculation. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet had been linked since 2023, but despite appearing at major events in the same orbit, they had carefully avoided making their relationship official on a red carpet. Then, in Rome, everything changed. The cameras were waiting. Kylie arrived in a striking black Schiaparelli gown, while Timothée wore a sophisticated black suit. Together, they stepped onto the red carpet, posed for photographers, and finally gave the world the image fans had been waiting for: Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet officially appearing together as a couple. And just like that, a relationship that had spent years operating mostly behind the scenes became one of the biggest celebrity stories of the night. But there was another reason the evening was especially important for Timothée. The actor was in Rome to receive the David for cinematic excellence, recognizing his achievements and contribution to cinema. That meant the evening was already centered around a major career milestone for the Dune, Wonka, and a complete unknown star. Yet as the cameras focused on the award, another story was unfolding beside him. Kylie. The Kylie Cosmetics founder was there supporting Timothée, and their appearance together instantly became one of the most photographed moments of the ceremony. And then came the moment fans really noticed. The couple shared an affectionate moment before Timothée accepted his award, adding another layer to an evening that was already packed with headlines. For a relationship that had remained relatively private, the message was difficult to miss. They were together. They were comfortable being seen together. And they were no longer avoiding the red carpet as a couple. But the night was far from over. After the ceremony ended, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet continued their evening in Rome. Instead of immediately disappearing from public view, the pair headed to Zuma Restaurant for dinner. And this is where the story takes another turn. Because according to reports from the night, this was not simply an intimate dinner for two. Timothée's father, Mark Chalamet, was also with them, and the pair were part of a larger group during the dinner outing. That detail is easy to overlook. But think about the sequence. A major film ceremony. A first official red carpet appearance. A prestigious acting award. An affectionate moment in front of cameras. And then a dinner with family and friends in Rome. Suddenly, the Zuma Restaurant appearance becomes much more than another celebrity sighting. It becomes the second chapter of a very public milestone night. And when Kylie and Timothée eventually left the restaurant, cameras captured another memorable detail. They were holding hands. Kylie had changed out of the dramatic black Schiaparelli gown she wore on the red carpet and into a much more casual black t-shirt and pants. Timothée was also dressed more casually as the pair stepped out after dinner. The contrast was striking. Only hours earlier, they had looked like classic Hollywood royalty on the red carpet. Now they looked like a couple finishing a night out in Rome. And that change of atmosphere may be one of the most interesting parts of the entire story. On the red carpet, everything was polished. Every pose mattered. Every camera angle was carefully captured. Every detail of their outfits became part of the conversation. But outside Zuma, the mood appeared much more relaxed. The glamorous award show setting had disappeared. The formal poses were gone. Instead, there was Kylie Jenner walking hand in hand with Timothée Chalamet as they left dinner. And that simple image became powerful precisely because their relationship had spent so much time away from the spotlight. For years, fans had been asking the same question. Are Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet really serious? Their public appearances had offered clues, but neither star had transformed their romance into a constant social media spectacle. They rarely discussed each other publicly, and they did not build their relationship around endless couple content. That made the Rome appearance feel different. It was not just another paparazzi photograph. It was a deliberate public appearance at one of Italy's biggest film events. And then came dinner. At this point, the story becomes even more interesting. Because Kylie and Timothee's relationship had already survived the kind of intense attention that can destroy many celebrity romances. Their relationship first became public knowledge in 2023, and from the beginning, it generated enormous curiosity. Kylie Jenner was already one of the world's most recognizable reality television personalities, entrepreneurs, and beauty moguls. Timothée Chalamet, meanwhile, had become one of Hollywood's most prominent young actors, known for films including Call Me by Your Name, Dune, Wonka, and A Complete Unknown. On paper, they came from very different entertainment worlds. One was associated with the Kardashian-Jenner universe and the beauty industry. The other was associated with prestige cinema, acting, and Hollywood's film culture. And yet, somehow, the two became one of the entertainment industry's most closely watched couples. That contrast is part of what made their relationship so fascinating. Fans did not simply want to know whether they were dating. They wanted to understand how the relationship worked. And Rome offered perhaps the clearest public answer yet. They were comfortable stepping into the spotlight together. But the Zuma dinner also showed something else. They were not alone. The presence of Timothee's father, Mark Chalamet, gave the night a family dimension. Rather than looking like a staged celebrity event designed exclusively for photographers, the dinner was reported as a group outing following the awards ceremony. And that is where the story becomes more intriguing. Because sometimes the most revealing celebrity moments are not the ones that happen on the red carpet. They are the moments immediately afterward. The cameras are still present, but the atmosphere has changed. The pressure of the event is over. The awards have been handed out. The speeches are finished. And the celebrities simply walk out of a restaurant together. That is exactly what happened in Rome. Kylie and Timothee had already made the headline of the night by appearing together on the red carpet. Then, by continuing the evening with dinner at Zuma Restaurant, they extended that public moment into something more personal and relaxed. And there is another detail worth remembering. Just days earlier, many fans had expected the couple's major public moment to happen at the 2025 Met Gala. But Kylie attended the Met Gala without Timothee, while he did not appear with her at the event. So when the Rome red carpet finally happened, the surprise was even bigger. The moment many people thought might happen in New York instead happened in Italy. And it did not happen at a fashion event. It happened at an awards ceremony honoring cinema. Then, just hours later, the couple were photographed leaving Zuma. That unexpected timing made the Rome trip a defining chapter in their relationship timeline. And now, here is the part that many fans may have missed. The dinner itself was not necessarily the biggest story. The bigger story was what the dinner represented. For years, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet had managed to maintain a relationship that was highly visible without being completely exposed. They could attend the same events. They could support each other. They could be photographed together. But they still kept much of their relationship away from the public. The Rome evening showed a subtle shift. They were no longer simply being spotted together. They were presenting themselves together. That distinction matters. There is a huge difference between being photographed leaving the same location and deliberately walking a major red carpet side by side. The first creates speculation. The second creates confirmation. And Rome delivered both. First, the red carpet. Then, the dinner. Then, the hand holding outside Zuma. It was almost as if the entire evening told a story in 3 acts. Public debut. Private celebration. Public exit. And the final image may have been the most memorable. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet walking away from Zuma Restaurant together after a major night in Rome. No dramatic announcement. No elaborate statement. No lengthy explanation. Just the two of them continuing their evening. That is what made the moment feel so natural. And for fans who had followed their relationship since 2023, it was also a visual payoff after years of uncertainty. The couple had finally stepped onto a red carpet together. Timothee had received a major career honor. Kylie had been there to support him. And after the ceremony, they celebrated with dinner in Rome. The night therefore became more than a celebrity date night. It became a relationship milestone. Of course, as with any celebrity couple, the public will continue to speculate about what comes next. Will they become even more open about their relationship? Will future premieres and award ceremonies feature more joint appearances? Will Kylie and Timothee continue to balance their private lives with the enormous attention surrounding them? Those questions remain open. And importantly, there is no need to turn a dinner at Zuma into something it was not. There was no confirmed engagement announcement that night. There was no official declaration that they were taking the next step. What we actually know is already significant enough. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet made their official red carpet debut together in Rome on May 7, 2025, at the 70th David D. Donatello Awards. Timothee was honored for his cinematic achievements. Kylie supported him during the ceremony. And afterward, the couple went to Zuma Restaurant for dinner with a larger group that included Timothee's father, Mark Chalamet. Later, they were photographed leaving the restaurant hand in hand. Those are the facts. And sometimes, the facts are more interesting than the rumors. Because this was not simply Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet having dinner. It was the end of a night that marked a major transition in their public relationship. A couple once surrounded by mystery had finally stepped into the spotlight together. And Rome became the backdrop. The cameras captured the glamorous beginning. The photographers captured the dinner exit. And between those two moments was a story about two global celebrities choosing, at least for one unforgettable night, to let the world see them together. So when you see those images of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet leaving Zuma Restaurant in Rome, remember what happened just hours before. This was the night they officially made their red carpet debut as a couple. This was the night Timothee celebrated a major achievement in Italian cinema. This was the night Kylie stood beside him. And this was the night the two continued their celebration over dinner in Rome. A simple restaurant exit suddenly became one of the most recognizable images from their relationship timeline. And perhaps that is the most fascinating part of celebrity culture. Sometimes the biggest stories do not end when the awards are handed out. Sometimes, they begin when the celebrities walk out the restaurant door. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet had already made history on the red carpet. At Zuma, they simply continued the night. But when they walked out hand in hand, the cameras were there. And once again, the world was watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's Rome night, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Was their Rome red carpet debut the moment that finally made their relationship feel official to you? And do you think we will see more public appearances from Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet in the future? Because if this night proved anything, it is that when these two step out together, even a dinner at Zuma Restaurant in Rome can become a global celebrity headline. And just when it seemed the night in Rome could not get any more memorable, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's dinner at Zuma Restaurant gave fans another reason to keep talking. The cameras had already captured their red carpet debut. The internet had already exploded with reactions. Timothée Chalamet had already received a major honor for his contribution to cinema. But the evening still had one final chapter. The restaurant exit. It may sound like a small detail, but in the world of celebrity news, these brief moments can become some of the most talked about images of the entire night. After spending hours surrounded by photographers, celebrities, and industry figures, Kylie and Timothee eventually emerged from Zuma Restaurant in Rome. And this time, there was no red carpet. No stage. No award ceremony. No carefully arranged backdrop. Just Rome at night. And the two of them walking out together. That contrast immediately caught attention. Earlier in the evening, Kylie had appeared in an elegant Schiaparelli gown that transformed her into one of the most photographed celebrities at the event. Timothee looked equally polished in a black suit, perfectly suited to the formal atmosphere of the David D. Donatello Awards. But after dinner, the mood was completely different. Kylie had changed into a casual black t-shirt and pants, while Timothee had also adopted a more relaxed look. The transformation was almost cinematic. From a major Italian film awards ceremony to a late-night restaurant exit. From posing for photographers to simply walking toward their waiting vehicle. And then came the detail that caught the attention of fans. They were holding hands. That single gesture became one of the defining images of the evening. Not because holding hands is unusual, but because of who was holding hands. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet have spent years attracting enormous attention while revealing relatively little about their relationship. Every photograph has been examined. Every public appearance has been discussed. Every time they were seen together, fans tried to understand what their relationship meant. So when they appeared together on a major red carpet, the significance was impossible to ignore. And when they left dinner holding hands, it